With the first pick in the 2026 WNBA draft, the Dallas Wings select Azzi Fudd, University of Connecticut.
Well, Madison Square Garden has been called Store South for years, but College Park Center, home of the Dallas Wings, might have taken that title away. Maybe? Well, no. Okay. Well, it was worth a try. Azzi Fudd, of course, was the #1 overall draft pick in this week's WNBA draft. Make it 7 #1 overall selections for UConn. Welcome into Connecticut Game Week. I'm Shawn Humphrey.
And I'm Alexa Harley. Now, this season, we'll see a Beckers and Fudd backcourt once again, which I'm sure makes Husky Nation and I'm sure Dallas very excited. And this also comes after there was some speculation as to just who would go #1. In the end, Azzi Fudd was the #1 pick, and she's now the highest paid first overall pick as well in WNBA draft history.
Fresh off a new CBA for the WNBA, and there was TCU guard Olivia Miles, this year's Final Four most outstanding player Lauren Betts, and Spanish center Awa Fam Thiam. All of them had a chance to go #1. In the end, it's Azzi, and it's also our best in show. Mentioned the fans got what they wanted. When we were in Fort Worth a few weeks ago during the NCAA tournament, we saw fans holding signs, playing a little armchair GM, and imploring the franchise to draft Fudd. So it's no surprise the celebration was on in the Lone Star State. They even already had number 35 jerseys on. For Fudd, it's a surreal moment, one she was asked to describe after she left the stage.
I'm not really sure I have words to describe that feeling, what that meant. Yeah, I'm not sure. I mean,
that's fine.
I don't think it's fully sunk in. I don't really have words. It is nothing I could have imagined. The feeling sitting there with my family, with Morgan, hearing your name called, getting to walk up there, it's such a surreal feeling. I'm so grateful.
Now, this move also reunites a dynamic duo you heard us talk about at the top of the show. We've seen go #1 in back-to-back drafts, of course, talking about Paige Bueckers and now Azzi Fudd. The last time we saw these two on the court together, they were cutting down the nets and celebrating a national championship. And Fudd talked about what it means to play alongside Bueckers again, especially after the injury adversity they both faced during their collegiate careers.
Our time at UConn felt like, it was just full of injury, full of like either I was playing, she was playing, I wasn't. It wasn't until last year that we really got a chance to actually play together, and even then it wasn't a full season. So I feel like there's still so much left on the table and so much unknown on, just so much potential with not just her, but the entire Dallas Wings roster. So I can't wait, obviously, to play with her again, but to play with every single one of them.
And Fudd was one of 2 Huskies selected in this year's draft. The Connecticut Sun drafted forward Sarah Williams before it traded her to the expansion Portland Fire. It's worth mentioning Williams was at the draft with the entire team to support Fudd, so she had the chance to walk across the stage and have her own WNBA draft moment. She'll now join former UConn guard Nika Mule on the Fire after the Seattle Storm traded Mule to Portland.
So you just saw Fudd get selected #1. You have to imagine no one's happier than her to be the #1 overall pick in the draft, right? Well, wrong. There's actually one person who might be just a little more ecstatic than she is.
With the first pick in the 2026 WNBA draft, the Dallas Wings select Azzi Fudd.
Yeah, emphatic is the right word. That's 8-year-old superfan Violet Madian, who had the adorable reaction to the draft the other night. Now, Violet has also met Azzi before. She participated in one of her clinics in the past couple of years. And don't worry, she's also already got tickets to see Azzi Fudd suit up for the Wings this summer.
Oh, I love her a lot, and I decided to play basketball and got her as my favorite player because she will have more time to play basketball since she was only in college. And now I'm really excited she's in the WNBA and I get to go see more of her games.